All right, here we are. 6 hacks for burnout and overwhelm. I'm Dawn Reby, CEO of Excellence in Analytics, where we work to create work-life harmony for law enforcement, fire, EMS, and other service-based professionals. So leadership of self is really the greatest type of leadership. And when we think about how can we avoid burnout and how can we avoid overwhelm in these industries, it's often quite difficult. So today I'm going to give you 6 hacks to make that happen for you. So it all starts with you. A career that you love starts with you. Thriving at home starts with you. Leadership of self is all about starting with you. What can you really put into place to up-level yourself to really be the best that you can be, right? It kind of sounds like a commercial, but there it is. How can you elevate yourself to be excellent in the gifts that you give to the world and excellent in the joy that you find in the life that you have? So let's get to it. 6 hacks. Here we go. All right. So hack number 1, a healthy body means a healthy mind. And so really to think about eating healthy, eating fruits and vegetables, eating nutritious meals that are going to really propel you into a happier, healthier, less stressful lifestyle. So there's lots of science around oxidative stress, inflammation, and the different things that you eat that actually cause stress on your body, which in turn causes stress in your life. So hack number 1 is get yourself on a nutritional meal plan. And so if you're struggling with this particular thing, we do have a free download. It's called Mastering a Holistic Health Routine, and it can get you really started on what nutrition, what food, what are the best things to reduce the cortisol levels, to reduce your stress, and really increase that optimization, that body optimization, which in turn optimizes your mind. And when you do that, you really, truly reduce your stress. So that's hack number 1. Eat well. And this is a big topic. And so a lot of our programs focus on working you through how to get there. But if you're thinking about what can I do today, put more green things on your plate. Eat less out of a bag, eat less processed food, and eat more green food. Hack number 2, stop focusing on time. Stop saying, I don't have time for this and I don't have time for that. Making time for your family and friends and then looking at the clock every 2 seconds to see, how much time you don't have is really stressful. Be fully present in that moment and really get in, be on time for your meetings. Don't run in last minute. Really set yourself up for success when it comes to scheduling your time. And if you are struggling with productivity in terms of your time, we do have a lot of time management, productivity management strategies that are free that you can go ahead and download. I'm going to give you a link to all of those at the end of this, but stop being late for everything. Use your time wisely. Time management is a key hack to living a joyous life. When you are in control of your time, when you feel like you are maximizing your time, when you are fully present in your time with the people that you are present with physically, if you're fully present spiritually and emotionally, it really reduces stress. So that's hack number 2. Hack number 3, don't work through lunch. Stop thinking that you're saving time or stop thinking that you're optimizing because you're double dipping, right? You're working through your lunch and you got to get this done. Stop working. You're not only going to just overwhelm yourself, but you're going to eventually lead yourself into burnout. You need a break. Your body needs restoration. Think about the leaders and the athletes who build in restoration as a key component to their success. And one way that you could do that today is to take an actual break for lunch, meditate, go for a walk, do some kind of separation between the monotony of all that you're doing for the day. Make that separation happen. And it doesn't have to be extraordinary. It doesn't have to be extraordinary, but you do need a break. Your brain needs to restore. And some things that you can do during your break could be to nourish your body. But if you're doing some kind of fasting, or if you're looking, maybe you eat quickly or whatever it might be, still take your break, still get away. You actually optimize your response. You actually optimize your productivity when you've inserted restoration in there. So I was horrible at this when I worked at my police agency up in New Hampshire. I never took a break because I thought I need to get my work done. And that is a fallacy. Okay. That is a huge, huge myth that you're going to get more done if you just plow ahead. The reality is we have lots of tools that can teach you how to get a lot of greatness done in a short period of time, thus freeing yourself up for the enjoyment, maybe you enjoy the work, but for the break that your body truly needs. So the hack today is get your butt up, walk away, get some adaptogen tea. Adaptogens kind of help equalize the different hormones in your bodies. I love holy basil tea. I grow my own holy basil, but I also love Tulsi tea sold online. And I have links to all of this that I can give you a special discount to get your own. But adaptogens like ashwagandha, holy basil, Google adaptogens or reach out to me and I'll give you a list of them. Because really, if you take a break and the intention of that break is to equalize yourself, is to restore yourself, and adaptogen is a great way to do that. Maybe you're not thinking about a food adaptogen. Maybe you're thinking about another way to equalize yourself and getting out in nature, planting your feet on the earth for a couple of minutes, sitting by a tree, not thinking about work, maybe just being present in that moment, maybe knitting or whatever it is you like to do. That's not really for me, but I know a lot of people who like that. For me, it might be just journaling. And quite honestly, sometimes I simply enjoy sitting on a park bench and looking at the beautiful birds or the water or something very simple. And it doesn't have to be long. It is restorative. You need restoration. Okay, hack number 5 is figure out what gives you positive energy. What's going to encourage more positive energy for you? What are some of the things that help you relieve some of your stress and create positive energy? Because if you're taking your break and sitting with a bunch of people who are negative, right? That's not increasing your positive energy. In fact, that's depleting it. So think about what gives you positive energy. Is it a podcast that you listen to? Is it these YouTube videos that you listen to? What is it that you can do or listen to or be part of that's going to bring positive energy to you? Intentionally seek out opportunities for positive energy. So here's what I did last weekend. It was wonderful. A friend of mine said, hey, there's this mandala session going on. And I'm like, oh gosh, I'm a horrible artist. Like, that's just not my thing. But I knew that being around people who were creative, I knew that being around people who were spiritual would really influence me in a positive way. So I went to the mandala training. And it was quite interesting. It was actually quite psychological, the steps that she brought us through relative to the images that we chose to put in the mandalas. And it was an extremely reflective experience for me. So the point here is find opportunities that are going to lift you up, that are going to bring positivity into your life, and book them. Make them happen right now. Write it down. I'm going to find something that's going to give me positive energy. And then the hack number 6 that's really going to get you on the path to a less stressful lifestyle is saying no. Is simply saying no. You don't have to do everything for everybody. You just don't. Creating effective boundaries with your family, with your spouse, with yourself, with your work environment. It's okay to say no, to say, this isn't within my bandwidth right now. It's okay to say, you know what? I'm not going to put on Easter at my house because, I'm not in a space where I can manage that amount of work right now, or whatever it might mean for you, whatever boundaries. If maybe your boss says, hey, can you get this done? And you know that you have 10 minutes left of work, and you're completely on the edge of like, you're almost out the door and you don't want to disappoint them. It's okay to say, hey, boss, would tomorrow morning work for you? I'm about to head out the door in a few minutes and I really want to spend the time I need on this particular, project, right? So it's okay to say no. It's okay to say, would this work for you? Far too many people in law enforcement, fire, EMS are afraid to say no. I see analysts all the time saying yes, 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 yes to everything that they're asked of, when in reality, as a supervisor of analytics or as an analyst yourself, there could be automation strategies set up, or maybe it's just not your job, but somebody asks you to do it because you're good with computers. The reality is you can say no. You can preserve your precious time. You can say to your children, I need my time. I'm saying no. Right. So it's okay. So that's hack number 6. Say no, especially if you're already overwhelmed. How many times do you say yes when you're already overwhelmed and you're like, why did I say yes to that? That doesn't make any sense in my life. And so the reality is, you have complete control. You have complete control over your life. You get to design it any way that you want. These are just 6 hacks to help you. And I'm going to list some links in the comments below to give you some of those free resources, as well as some other resources that might really help you on your journey to reducing your stress, to finding joy in your life as a service-based professional, because it all starts with you. It all starts with leadership of self. If you let the world decide how you want your life to be, then that's what you're going to get. But if you decide how you want to live this very precious life that you've been given, then you start with you. You start with, how do I rise as my best self? What can I do to reduce my stress, negative or positive, and really create my life by design?